7 Tactical Divine Weapons of God's Voice. Psalms 29:3-9. In heaven, God with his divine counsel and hosts of angels operate by the principles of colors, materials, and the abstract science of number. In numerology, they work with pure mathematics or applied mathematics in the execution of divine procedures, techniques, and protocols. Hence, we see in the book of Psalms a litany of 7 divine powers embedded within the voice of God as tactical divine weapons. This knowledge propels us to utilize this wisdom in spiritual warfare, where we call forth the 7 voices of Yahweh mentioned in the book of Psalms 29:1-11. This is called, the Psalm of the 7 Thunders. Why? The 7 weapons of God's voice are dunamis to the saints against the forces of darkness, and they are, 1 Weapon of power of thunder, Psalms 29:3, the voice of the Lord is upon the waters, the God of glory thundereth. Rev 10:3, Rev 10:4, the Lord is upon many waters. A symbol of chaos. In spiritual warfare against the water kingdoms, we use the power of thunders of God's voice which presides over many waters, Psalms 29:3. The voice of the Lord is upon the waters and will cause disasters in the water world. The book of Job describes it even clearer. Job 37:2. Listen to God's thundering voice. Listen to the sound coming from his mouth. Job 37:3. He sends his lightning to flash across the whole sky. It lights up the earth from one end to the other. Job 37:4. After the flashes of lightning you can hear his roaring voice. He thunders with his wonderful voice. And while his voice thunders, the lightning flashes continue. Job 37:5. God's thundering voice is amazing. He does great things that we cannot understand. 2 Weapon of power of faith, Psalms 29:4, the voice of the Lord is powerful. This gives a warrior of Christ the power of faith to know and understand that the power which God wields is an irresistible power to which the lightning and thunder report. A force of electrical voltage that produces incredible breakthroughs, and the intensity of its temperature can melt the most compact metals on Earth, capable of disintegrating and reintegrating the tightest linked atomic and molecular structures of the universe. It affirms the unconquerable fiery lightnings, tempests etc. 3. Weapon of power of kingly authority. Psalms 29:4, the voice of the Lord is full of majesty. This is the establishment and placement of authority. Divine kingly authority is a weapon of warfare that subjects the chiefest of potentates. The voice of God is kingly and roars as a lion. Amos 3:8, the lion hath roared, who will not fear? 4 Weapon of the power of tempest. Psalms 29:5, the voice of the Lord brake the cedars, the Lord brake the cedars of Lebanon. The breaking of these massive cedar trees clearly reveals a hurricane-like or windy tempest. This reveals our divine weapon of warfare against the pestifer forest kingdom of darkness, vs.6 He maketh them also to skip like a calf, Lebanon and Mount Hermon like a young unicorn. We have the 3rd power, the power of tempest through the voice of God to unleash disastrous and boisterous tempest against and upon the satanic kingdoms. 5 Power of fire and lightning, Psalms 29:7, the voice of the Lord divides the flames of fire. The term flame of fire is interpreted in Hebrew as lightning. But why did David call lightning, flames of fire? It is because it was not ordinary lightning but was cloven bolts of fiery lightnings or lightnings engulfed in fire. Hence, in spiritual warfare, we have the authority to scatter the gatherings of darkness by fiery lightnings. This is the voice of the God that answers by fire. 1 Kings 18:24, and it shall be, the God that answers by fire, he is God. 2 Chronicles 7:1, as soon as Solomon finished his prayer, fire came down from heaven. 1 Ch 21:26, and called upon the Lord. And he answered him from heaven by fire. 2 Key 1:12, if I be a man of God, let fire come down from heaven, and the fire of God came down from heaven. This is where we do warfare and unleash holy fire against the kingdom of darkness, especially the cosmic kingdom of the second heaven. 6 Power of earthquake. Psalms 29:8, the voice of the Lord shaked the wilderness, the Lord shaked the wilderness of Kadesh. We have the fifth power of the voice of God to cause shakings, earthquakes in the realms of the Spirit. Therefore, earthquakes is our powerful weapon in spiritual warfare. 7. Weapon of power of terror. Psalms 29:9, God's mighty voice makes the deer to give birth, his thunderbolt voice lays the forest bare. In his temple all fall before him with each one shouting, Glory, glory, the God of glory. The Passion Translation. The term, God's mighty voice makes the deer to give birth, means the deer representing beasts of the field are terror-stricken and would go into instant labor. Hence, we see a power of terror that strikes even animals deer, as the trees are stripped of their leaves. It is the symbol of the divine power and vengeance, 1 Sam 2:10, 1 Sam 7:10, 2 Sam 22:14. The 7 voices of God in Psalms 29:1-11 are the same voices of the 7 thunders in Revelation Rev 10:3, Rev_10:4, 7 thunders uttered their voices.